Well, hello, everyone. This is another edition of the Real Estate Podcast. I'm here with a really special and good friend of mine, Jay Wendelburg. We met. Boy, we were just talking about it, huh, Jay? Like back in 2008,
It's a long time ago. Yep.
long time ago. Back in when I was at real estate investment firm
Hmm.
in Seattle,
Yep.
and boy, it's just been a journey ever since. You and I worked together for a long time.
Hmm.
We've sold a lot of houses together. We've done a lot of
Yep.
deals together. Jay has a military background. Thank you for your service, Jay. He is a Marine, and
Hmm.
once Marine, always a Marine, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
and
Right here. Yep.
and I just I'm really excited to have you on and talk to you just
Well, thanks, Charlie. I
because
appreciate it. Thanks.
yeah, you're welcome. My pleasure. I wanted to talk to you today specifically because um well, as you know, I just finished up filming for my reality TV show,
Hmm. Hmm.
and part of it was doing a fundraiser for Leukemia Lymphoma Society,
Cool.
and which I'll put a link to for anybody that'd like to donate. We're on a fund drive right now until May 15th, and but I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about some of your recent
Sure.
experiences, Jay, and just how how life's been treating you. I know you went through some challenges here recently, and you really came out the other end.
Yep. Last few years have been a little bit rough for me, not for COVID, of course, but my other half passed away. Be 3 years ago in November from breast cancer. So she had a battle for 2 years. Excuse me. And then last year, believe it or not, I popped for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So I got super lucky. And for anybody who doesn't believe there's a higher power out there, I had a kidney stone early last year.
Hmm.
And when they're doing the CT for the kidney stone, and I've never had a kidney stone before, but when they do the CT scan, they're like, "Hey Jay, just so you know, there's a lymph node in your abdomen wall, wall of your chest, and basically it's instead of being a centimeter, it's about an inch." And so they said, "We're not too worried about it. It could just be fighting an infection, not a big deal, but we're going to watch it. We'll do another scan in 2 months." And so 2 months later, they did another scan, and they're like, "Hey Jay, we're not too worried about it. It's the exact same size. There's no growth at all, but we should probably do a biopsy just to check it out."
Mm-hmm.
And after they did the biopsy, so I did the biopsy on a Monday. Friday, I get a call to set up my appointment for oncology next Monday. And so I'd gone through the whole process with Meredith, my other half, before. And so I kind of knew where that was going. And believe it or not, for me, you have to, when you have challenging things in life, you have to really focus on, what you can take away from that. And one of the things I learned with Meredith was you can't worry. It doesn't make sense to worry about stuff. You know, you got to just take every day for what it is. And so I was able to kind of compartmentalize the stress, anxiety of that experience and go back into the same world I was when we were dealing with cancer before for 2 years.
Hmm.
And so I never lost a day of sleep, believe it or not, over the whole process. I got more stressed about a month ago when I had to do my 6 month follow up. But
Ah,
during
right.
the whole process, it went quickly. They had my first oncology appointment the next Monday. I was scheduled that first week for my PET scan, my um, placement for my where they access the port access for the chemo, and then I started chemo the next Monday after that. Um, and it was luckily I dealt with it pretty well. I went through a procedure they use. It's called R-CHOP, so it's one antigen and a couple of chemotherapy chemos, and once every 3 weeks. So it wasn't every week. I was able to kind of recover from one session to the next, and did that for about 5.5 months. And after I was done, did a CT scan, a month after I was finished, and it came out clean. And like I said, I
Wow.
just I just finished up with my 6 month scan, and that was clean also. So very, very happy.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
So after 6 months, is that pretty just all clear
No,
now?
no, no, not at all. No, they're for a few years they're going to do 6 month CT scans. So
Uh-huh.
CT scan every 6 months, and then after I think it's after 5 years, then it's they push out past that after that.
Oh,
But
okay.
in the beginning, they watch it pretty closely. So I'm getting blood work every
Wow.
3 months, and then a scan every 6 weeks. 6 months. So
So it's just done in a monitoring process right
yeah,
now.
just monitoring right now.
Wow, I just that what a blessing too, and it's
Oh,
just it sounds like you had really good care.
I
Um,
was I was very lucky. I go through Kaiser here in our area in South King County in south of Seattle. They've done great work. They started Meredith's work also when she found her cancer, and they've actually really refined their process even more so than they had, 5 years ago. So they did a great job. Really loved my team. Oncology group there is just tremendous. Very, very helpful. So very lucky.
wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. And I just have to say, like, it just seems like we've done a lot of advances in just medical technology over the years, and just allowing, people that contract cancer and get these
Hmm.
kinds of diseases can actually come out on the other end, too, and have good
Absolutely. Yeah.
results.
And of course, it's the changes are pretty dramatic. I know that when Meredith was going through her cancer treatment, we did two phase 1 studies. She had triple negative breast cancer, which is a really, really tough one. There's not much you can do with that
Wow.
besides just chemo. And, uh, I know that some of the ones that she was doing a phase 1 study on now, they're starting to bring out into actual treatments now, which is amazing in just 3 years. So, yeah,
Right.
it's definitely advancing.
Wow.
I'm paying a lot more attention to it now than I did 10 years ago. Let me tell you that.
Wow. Yeah. Well, it's really good to hear, man. I mean, this is awesome news for you.
Oh, absolutely, Harley. Absolutely.
Wow. And it just really hits home. So, again, anybody wants to donate, there's a link there, for you to donate to the society. This money goes to advancing cancer research and in helping people out, that contract this. I know a lot of people probably know somebody, if either they've had it themselves or know somebody else that,
Yeah,
has been in the same position. Um, and I really appreciate you coming on here and talking about it, Jay. I mean,
absolutely.
um, also,
Also,
Jay is a very active full-time real estate agent in
hmm,
South King County,
yep.
near Seattle. And so if
Yep.
anybody needs to buy or sell a home, um,
Dr. J.
reach out to Jay. He'll take good care of you.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, and I was very, very lucky. So I'm with a Keller Williams office here in Federal Way, Washington. Pretty good size office. We have over 300 agents in our office alone.
Wow, that's a big
And
office.
yeah, it's a good size office. And just absolutely tons of support from everybody here. I mean,
Right.
people came out of the woodwork helping out. Luckily, my mom was nearby too. But like I said, I actually dealt with the chemos pretty well. And I did continue doing work all last year. It absolutely did slow me down quite a bit, but I kept on working. Um,
Right.
yeah, just feel very lucky that I was able to do that. Very lucky.
I mean, you got to think that just having a good mental attitude and outlook is
Oh,
is
that's
critical.
that's key. I think it is too.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow.
A positive perspective is super helpful in the process. It
Right.
really is.
Right.
Really, really is. So
Wow. That's amazing. It's great to have a good mental attitude.
I agree, Harley.
And
Completely agree.
wow. Well, thank you for sharing, Jay, again. And this
Absolutely.
is this is really good news. I'm glad you're on the home stretch here, road to
Hmm.
recovery, and
It's
this is
been a
it's just amazing.
great year in real estate, also. So I can't complain about that either. So
Right?
yeah,
Doing good, lighten up the home sales.
yep. Listings are doing really well right now in King County. So
Yeah, yeah, multiple offer land, and
yep, yep, yep.
getting way above what everybody thinks that they can get, right?
Usually, not always,
Usually.
but usually, yeah. So
Yeah. Well, thanks again, and I'll let you get back to your day. But I
Thanks,
appreciate
Harley.
the message and the story and the encouragement for everybody. And yeah, man, keep doing what you're doing, keep rocking it.
Same at you, Harley. Take
All
care.
right,
Thanks.
talk to you later.